There's been a lot of media coverage lately about ISIS and Ebola and the threat that they pose to the world. Make no mistake about it, that threat is very real. Yet despite all the alarming images and frightening stories we have heard, there is something even more dangerous than either ISIS or Ebola in our midst, yet many of us seem largely oblivious to its presence in our societies. That thing is despair, and it's about to claim another high-profile victim in the form of US woman Brittany Maynard. You see, Brittany is suffering from terminal brain cancer, and she's released a viral video announcing to the world that she is going to commit suicide on November the 1st. Her actions are being touted as heroic by assisted suicide advocates around the world, but when you actually watch her video, it seems pretty clear that it's actually fear and not courage that is motivating her action. A fear of the unknown, a fear of potential suffering, a fear of being without control. This fear has opened the path to despair and the sad belief that all hope is now lost. To believe that suicide is the answer to fear is not heroism. Instead, it's a tragedy of epic proportions. The tragedy isn't merely found in the fact that every suicide represents a loss of hope, but also in the fact that Brittany Maynard is advocating for an ideology that normalises and even glamorises suicide as an acceptable answer to fear, anxiety, and the temptation to despair that can often overcome people. There's nothing problematic about refusing burdensome or extraordinary treatments that unnecessarily prolong life, but that's not what Brittany Maynard and the assisted suicide advocates are calling for here. Instead, what they are promoting is the right to commit suicide, or to have doctors end the lives of their patients with lethal injections. The risks of such laws to the vulnerable far outweigh any of the supposed benefits that pro-assisted suicide campaigners tell us we will get from them. Just consider how such laws would actually work in the real world. People who have wealth will be able to afford treatment options and good health insurance policies, etc. Meanwhile, those who don't have the same financial means, or those without good advocacy and support around them, will be left with little choice other than death. Countries that have already legalised assisted suicide should serve as a stark warning about the dangers of heading down this path. Belgium, for example, has now recently introduced child euthanasia, making it legal for doctors to end the lives of children even though it's doubtful that they could really give a true and proper informed consent to such an act. And just a few short months ago, a Belgian euthanasia doctor sparked global outrage when he organised and promoted a tour to Auschwitz because he says, and get this, that the Nazi death camp is inspiring and will help clarify confusion about dying as well as addressing the issue of euthanasia. This is the true mentality of assisted suicide and the cold, dark reality of ideologies which give doctors the legal power to kill their patients with lethal injections. We must never allow fear to drive us to despair, that place where all hope is lost and where we begin to believe the lie that suicide is the only answer to the struggles we face. Any culture that does that is a culture that has no future, making ISIS and Ebola the very least of its worries. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time on Life TV. You, I'm talking to you. You need to go to our YouTube channel at lifetv.net.nz and become a subscriber. Then after that, you need to jump on Facebook and give us a like on our Facebook page too. Every week we're going to be posting a brand new episode of 3 minutes or less for you to enjoy and then share with your friends. See you next time.